How's it going? It's me, Christian. This is an introduction video. How's it going? This is what we're going to be doing today. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. I'm just here to explain why I'm doing this and who I am. Honestly, I'm just a random guy that just happened to, show up on your feed, on your YouTube Reels and on your For You page. My name's Christian. I'm 26 years old, and I live in Arizona in the United States of America, and my dream is to become a millionaire in 90 days. I'm posting on social media every day to show my progression and show that it's actually possible. This is something more for my personal use, more than it is to build a following and be a social media content creator. This is so I can prove to myself that it's possible, and I'm wanting to take others along the way and inspire others while I can. Why do I want to do this? Who doesn't want $1 million? I'm sick and tired of living the 9-to-5 life. I want to build something for myself, for my family, and build a legacy. And it starts with taking a first step, and this is what I'm doing. The 90-day challenge is something that I just came up with by myself, and I thought to myself, why not? Let's do it. I don't know how exactly I'm going to get to the $1 million, exactly like a precise pinpoint, travel agency kind of thing. I don't know every destination yet, but I know that I'll get there, and that's the most important. I'll figure things out on the way. So here we are today. I'm just going to explain why I'm doing this, what the steps are, and just go through with it. Like I said, my name's Christian. I'm 26 years old, and my dream is to be a millionaire. The first phase that I decided to go with is what I call phase 1, which is the 0 to 30 days. What is that? The first 30 days, I wanted to build those habits, and I wanted to build myself up to be at that level of millionaire. You can't be a millionaire unless your mindset is there. So the first 30 days, what I did was I built myself up, and I had self-improvement and personal development for those 30 days and really set hard habits and routines in. Now, what are those routines and what are the habits? One of them is reading. I love to read, and I've always wanted to get back into it, and this is the book that I'm starting with, The 7 Rules of Power. This one is interesting. It's very recommended and high in the list of recommended books for millionaires that they read, and I have others on the way as well. Got a whole list of them, but that's the first one for now. Another one that is very important that most millionaires and billionaires have in common is that they journal. So here we go. I'm journaling, and we will see at the end of the 90 days what I learned. In full transparency, the objective of following video proof and daily updates is to see what my struggles are and what my accomplishments are. There's some days that are better than others, and one of the things that I found that I've struggled with is in fact the journaling. I used to journal, but I always felt that it was something that I was forced to do when I was younger, and now that I want to get back into it, which I believe is a very productive skill and important thing to do, I found myself that I don't necessarily do it daily. More routines include cleanliness all around the house at all times. If your environment is clean, then you yourself are clean. Workout every day. I have some physical activity that I must do every day in order to stay physically fit. Not only physically fit, but my mind clears, and I get those positive endorphins going, and I feel better. I sleep better as well. That's another thing. Eating habits. I've decided to eat more consistently with what my body asks for. I've always been a healthy person, always been athletic, but there have been times in my life where I've dipped back and leaned a little bit more into the sugar than I should have. Now it's more focused on the vegetables and the protein and actually knowing what I'm putting in my body and how much I'm putting in my body versus just eating anything that just comes in front of my face. So that is also something that I consider as an achievement, right? Is I'm actually putting myself first and I'm doing what I want to do, which is phenomenal. It really changes the way that you think, the way that you feel, and what you aspire to have. And what So amongst those routines that include, working out, journaling, reading, cleanliness around the house, and cleanliness of the body, the ones that I find the ones that I struggle with the most, like I mentioned, was all of the literary things. So journaling and reading consistently every day, I find is the most difficult thing to motivate myself and uphold myself to a different level, right? I still do it, and there's some days that it slips, but I catch that back up the next day. But this is what it's all about. This is for me, so I can look back on it, in 90 days and 60 days now, which is amazing. I'm so excited, and see how far I've come, right? So that's phase 1, from 0 to 30, establishing those habits and establishing those routines and getting that millionaire mindset. That way I get one step closer, right? Number 2 is actually developing something to become a millionaire, right? So you can think that you're a millionaire all you want, but if you're not doing something to actually become that and earn that, then you'll never get there. So that's what phase 2 is, and we're in that right now, and I'm super stoked because this is where the fun begins. Now, from the 31-day mark to the 60-day mark, this is where we're going to be developing and launching different products, for example, and all while folks still maintaining that phase 1 mindset of self-improvement, self-development, right? So for phase 2, the objective is to be posting more often. And now, in the beginning, and I'm not being the social media content creator that I am, I'm just doing raw footage, very little editing, and just throwing it out there and seeing what hits. As I post more often, I will learn more, I will get more feedback, and I'll make micro adjustments in order to make it a cleaner and more attractive content. The second part to phase 2 is actually launching business ideas that I've had over the past 30 days, which go from a variety of niches. So including e-commerce. My brother and I, we started an e-commerce business. So that is one niche that we will go down as well. Car detailing is something that we were interested in as well. I'm also interested in starting a podcast. That would be great. Another method to just express, get it out, and get my story out there, and start getting more comfortable with actually just generally talking about me and who I am and what goes on in a day-to-day kind of thing in my life, and share that with the world. I also have a background including with some members of my family in coaching, whether it's life coaching, business coaching, physical coach. So going down that road as well is something that I plan on doing very soon. Actually launching and providing services in order to help and develop other individuals. something that I've been wanting to try, that I've heard a lot about and from other millionaires, is digital products. And that is the next big one. That is what I will be launching here in phase 2 for the next 30 days now, which is amazing. So for the next month, I will be developing and creating digital products. Now, which ones? We'll let you figure that out here soon. For phase 2, what are my goals and expectations? Personally, I want to be better than who I was yesterday, right? And total transparency, this is what this whole video follow through and the video is about, is being open. And personally, I want to be consistent with the reading and the journaling and the habits that I've been installing. I also want to find, for my own mental health, I want to find why this is something that is so important to me, because I have a why. I want to get out of debt, the very little debt that I have, but I want to get out of this 9 to 5. I want to support my family, and I want to be the go-to guy. I want to be, and this is part of the mindset, is I want to be, and I am the person that people rely on and people that turn to, the close friends and family and even strangers. I want to be the guy. I am the guy that they turn to when they need resources, when they need help, when they have questions and they need answers. I am that guy. So continue to fulfill that and find the well-roundedness around that. And because I do lose sleep over this desire and this objective to become a millionaire in 90 days, and by the end of the year be a millionaire. So I do have 6 more months to be a solid set millionaire, and I'm very excited. It gets me going. I get all excited about it, and I get pumped, and I do lose sleep over it. So I want to further push that and understand more about that. In terms of business, the goal is to have two separate revenues of income that are consistent in that and prove that it is possible. Now, I'm not saying that in the next 30 days I need to have $1 million in my bank account, but in the next 30 days, I would like to see some progression. The goal is to see progression. And the expectation is to prove to myself that I can do it, and that I know how to do it, and that any average Joe can do it. Mental, I already mentioned it a little bit. I have good mental health. And I'm proud of that, and I thank my upbringing for that. Just to get it to that next level and know, again, why I'm doing this, what I want it for, and be able to share that and exude that from me into others. In terms of physical health, which I'm on the right track, I'm getting back to a good sleep schedule as well, which is very important, I've noticed for myself. And as I mentioned before, with food, I had let loose in the past with eating too much sugar and eating excessive greasy foods, and therefore my abs had gone away. So that is an objective for myself, is to re-find the abs that I used to have, which were well-defined and present. So that is one of my physical objectives that I plan on accomplishing within the next 30 days in phase 2. And in terms of spiritual well-being, goals and expectations, spiritual well-being, I want to feel more connected with what I believe in, and bring purpose and be able to share that with those around me, and not hide behind any biases or blockades and defense walls that I had put up previously for whatever reason. I need to break through those and come clean with myself and come clean with the world. So that's phase 2, right? And there's quite a bit that's going to be happening within that phase 2. Like I said, I am going to be still focusing on those routines and on those habits while also implementing business ideas, launching products, and developing more a social media presence through more content creation and attaining those objectives and goals that I have in life and for business as well. And then the next phase, so the last phase, part 3, what I call phase 3 of this whole 90-day challenge. So from day 60 to 90, the objective is to scale, is to grow, and it's to really show that money is coming this money is coming in, and it is showing, and it is proof. A few numbers for you. I'd like to have 4 digital products up and running. I'd like to have made 20 sales in my e-commerce business with my brother. And I'd like to have 30 names and numbers for people to have a car detailing business. For the car detailing business, I'd like to have 30 names and numbers. That way I'll be able to, in those last 30 days, scale and grow into this multi-million-dollar business that I would like to do. That's the idea. That's the 90-day plan for now. As a rough draft. I don't need to get into all the knickknacks and precise details. But that would be good. That would be good to share more on a weekly basis and on a day-to-day basis, like I have been doing with the YouTube shorts, and something that I'll be able to share in the near future as to what I do on a weekly basis and what I do on a daily basis, which those are video ideas that I do plan on doing in the future, in the very near future, as a matter of fact. Simply put, that's kind of a wrap for this video that I intended on doing. It's very simple, very face-on, very face-forward, with little to no editing. Very first time I've done that, so I wanted to give it a shot, and I think I kind of enjoyed it. It's kind of different. It's very fun. Put a little bit of pressure and got me out of a comfort zone, which I like doing the past 30 days. So I look forward to the new challenges and the new life that awaits me in the very near future. Here we go. Life of a multimillionaire, coming right up.